Hello guys, welcome to Microsoft Office Word 16. My name is Emmanuel Benjamin. I am the CEO and founder of Benjo International Communications. At the same time, I am your instructor who will lead you, who will instruct you, will learn together in our digital skill journey. Today, we are starting with the home. So we are going to see the features in home and how to harness Home tab in our Microsoft Office Word 16. This is the Home tab in Microsoft Office Word. Like we know, Microsoft Office Word in all have about 9 tabs, which are the File, Home, Insert, Design, Layout, Reference, Mailings, Review, and View. These are the main tabs that we have in Microsoft Office Word 16. And now I am commencing, or we are starting with the Home. So in the Home tab, when you click on the Home tab in your Microsoft Office Word environment, the thing you will see in this Home tab are, we have the paste, cut and paste, copy and paste, format printer. Then we have this area with this group which is called font, and this group is called clipboard. So this font deals with the font style, font size here, increase font size, decrease it, change. All these are what are here in the font group. This entire environment allow you to format your work, to edit your work, to make it appear the way it is supposed. Then we have another group which is called paragraph. This one deals with the paragraph of your text, has to do with the bulletin, the numbering, and etc. We are going to deal with them one by one. Then we have the styles. This area deals with the styles of your work, and then the final thing is editing. This is all what is entails in the Home tab of your Microsoft Office Word environment. I am aware, based on our previous class, if you did not attend it, you can check our other videos that deal with the introduction to Microsoft Office Word, where we have listed every steps and every features of Microsoft Office Word 16. Today, we are going to see the Home tab. Now, when you start Microsoft Office Word, this is what appears. This is called cursor, which is blinking here. It's your insertion point. You just need to start typing, and it will appear without any headache. For instance, in our case, let's type MS Word Practical Class. So when we type Practical Class like this, it will just appear. Anything you just start typing, when you see when you see the cursor here is blinking. It's very simple and it's very easy. Now what we need to do now is we're going to start applying our Home tab. Now this Home is started with paste, and we have the cut, and we have the copy and paste, and the format printer here. Now if your work is not selected, this environment, the cut here, the copy, they will remain inactive. Can you see them? They are not active. But if you select a text, for instance, when you bring your cursor to the first position, then you press shift on your keyboard, and then you hold your hand on that shift, then you navigate right, you click the right arrow key on your keyboard like this. Then this is called selection. You are selecting the text. Now do you see it is highlighted? So we have selected it. Now can you see the cut environment and the copy is what? Active. So that means we can cut it or copy it. Now let's start with the copy. Let's copy it. When you click on this, you copy it. So when it is copied, you can press enter on your keyboard to come to the next line, and then you can now paste it. This is paste, where whatever you copy or you cut, it remains on your clipboard. When you paste it, it appears. So now let's paste it and see. Can you see? This copy and paste allow you to duplicate a work, to copy a work from one environment to the other in a different document, or from one position to the other in the same document. That's all. How to do another thing, which is the cut. Now the cut allow you to transfer the work from one place to another. Now to cut, we are going to take, for instance, let's select this class alone. To select a single word in Microsoft Office Word, just double click on that word. When you just double click on it, it will be selected automatically. Now we select class. We want to transfer this class to place it in between this place, word and practical. So to do this, we're going to apply the cut here. When you click on the cut, then you bring it to the center and then you paste it by clicking on the paste. Can you see? Now MS Word class practical. So we have cut this class from the last point to the middle here. This is how to cut and paste. Somebody may be wondering, how do I benefit from this in my digital journey, in my digital skills learning? And how can I apply it to format my work, to do word processing? It's very simple. For instance, let's say we have you want to type the name of the people in your class, in your organization, or in your home, which they have similar surname or similar organization. Let's say, for instance, is a name. So now let's say, for instance, my name is Benjamin, and then I have, like, let's say 5 children like this. So now when I type, let's say the name of the first person is John. When I type John, then I type Benjamin like this. So now I can select the Benjamin here and then copy it. Can you see? Copy, click on the copy. Then I come back and drop my cursor position, then press enter. Then let's say the name of the next person is Mark. When I type Mark like this, I don't need to type Benjamin because I have copied already. So I need to just paste. So I just click here to paste. You see, very simple. The shortcut for paste is Ctrl V. Ctrl V. When you press Ctrl V, you get your paste. Let's say the name of the next person is let's say it's Luke. So when I type Luke, I just Ctrl V to paste. Can you see? Type Amos, Ctrl V to paste. Type Musa, paste. So this is how to enjoy or apply the copy and paste in your work. And you can also transfer John from the first place, then you cut it. When you click cut here, you are transferring it. Then you can bring him to the last position here, then you Ctrl V, paste, or you click on the clipboard here to paste. It's very simple. I know it and I will prove it to you. You will see it is very, very simple indeed. So that's all. This is all about copy and paste in Microsoft Office Word environment. And the next thing we are going to look at here, I am zooming my work so that you see it clearly. So the next thing we are going to look at in the clipboard, which is the last thing, is the format painter. What is the meaning of this thing? Sometimes you open your Microsoft Word, you look at it as just a decoration. Anything you see here is not a decoration. So now let's apply it. For this time, we want to format this work, which leads us to the next thing, which is the font style. This is the style of the font you want for your work. So I click on the font style and then I select any of the style here. For instance, I select this one. I select 40 as a font style. And then I want this Luca Benjamin also to look the same thing here. Or preferably, I want to move to the next thing. I just want the Amos Benjamin here to appear the same thing with this. So in another way, I'm saying that I want to format the same formatting that I have for this. I want to paint it to this. So to do this, I just need to click to select this. When you select Mark Benjamin or the text you want to format, then you click on Format Painter here. When you click on Format Painter, you see your cursor position change to brush. Can you see it? It becomes a brush. So you take this brush to the first point here, you left click on your mouse, then you drag it gradually, gently to the last. Then you release your left button. Then you see you have transfer the formatting from this place to this place. Very simple. I know you understand it. So this is how to transfer format painting. It's very simple. So the next thing we're going to look at now is the bold, italic, underline, and then the strike through, the subscript, the superscript, and then we look at the text effects and typography and etc. So we're going to look at them one by one. Now to do this, I need to delete this. To delete it, Control A, then press delete on your keyboard. You delete everything at once without much waste of time. Now I want to generate a dummy text so that we see how we have easy in our work. So to do that, I type in a formula which is called equal to random open bracket close bracket, then I hit enter. So then I press forward like this to the first thing here. Now this, let's assume you have typed a work like this in your computer and you want to format it. Now let's say the heading of this work is MS Word Practical. So as a heading, we want it to be bold, so you select it. Anytime you want to format it, you select your work first. When you select it like this, then you bring your cursor position here, then you click on this text, then you select any text of your choice. In my case, I'll just leave it in the Calibri light like this. Then you press B here, you make it bold. Can you see? It's now bold. When you look at it and you look at the other ones, you discover that this one is bold. Now at the same time, you need to make it appear somehow underlined. So you select it like this, then you press on the U to get your underlined text. Or using shortcut keyboard, you just press Ctrl U. When you press Ctrl U on your keyboard, you get your underline. As simple as that. That's all. Now, when you want to make this work here, the video provides, you want to make the provides to be italic. You just select a text you want to make italic, you just click on the italic. Can you see it? Yes, now it's italic. When you see the position of this one is just like it's sleeping right like this, so it's called italic. So that's all. Then the structure here, sometimes, let's say for instance, we want to have to, let's say you are selling something in the market or you place it in your website, and the initial price is 120,000 naira, for instance. Let's say the initial price is 120 naira. So let's insert the naira sign here so that we see what we want to do before we are coming to insert properly. So let's say it's 120 naira. This is the initial price, and then you have the discount price, which is let's say is 100 naira. So now let's apply the copy and paste. Now I want to select this naira sign, and then I would copy it, Ctrl C, then I come here and then I paste it, then I put my 100 naira. So this is the initial price and this is the discounted price. So now if you want people to understand that this is the initial price and this is the discount, you are not required to necessarily tap the discount price here. Just delete the discount price, then select this initial price, then come back to home where we are dealing with, then click on the strike through. So this is the initial price, but it's now cancelled. Can you see it? So this is the right price now. So let me repeat it again for the sake of those that attention is not here. You select the initial price like this, then you click on the home, then you click on the strike through like this to get the line crossing over your work. That means it's cancelled, but this is the price now. You want the initial price to remain there, and you still want people to see the new one so that they will know that yes, they have this kind of 20 naira. That's all. This how to this strike through, you can use it and apply it in many things. Now the next thing is the subscript and then superscript. In the subscript, let's say for instance you want to write 2 raised to the power 2. When you type 2, you see you get 22, which is not supposed to be so. So to get your subscript, you select the 2 here, then you click on the subscript here, so you get the other 2 down. Can you see? And then if you need another one like this, then you can also do the same thing. You can apply the same thing. Now if you want the 2 to go to the power of 2, when you type 2 again, you get the same thing. So you select the other one and then you make it superscript. That's all. This is how to get it. Sometimes it helps if you want to type 21st century. You see the first should go up and etc. This is how to apply subscript and superscript. It's very simple like this, and now you understand it now. So the next thing is the text effect. Now the text effect allow you to decorate the heading of your work. Now let's select the heading of our work like this and click on text effect. So you can select any style of your choice here to make your heading appear or to stand out. So when you select it like this, you see MS Word Practical. Fantastic. Very simple. Without wasting time, you select a very good decoration. So at the same time, if you want to select the entire environment, then you apply text highlight color. Then you come here. This is text highlight color. When you click on text highlight color, you give your background a color that will rhyme with your work. When you click on any color here, so you are giving the background of your heading a color, which it appears beautiful and fantastic. Now then the next thing here is the font color. This deals with the color of your work. Now let's select this. Let's say for instance you want this color to appear red. You just select it first. Don't forget to select always before making any changes to your work. So when you select it first like this, then you click on the font color here, and then you select any color of your choice. Then you left click on it. Or if you're using keyboard or if you're using laptop, you can just tap on it to get the color. Can you see it? Very simple. This is how you to decorate your work. You will make your work appear beautiful, fantastic, and then your work will give you what you wanted. Then this is about the font group. Now we have finished with the bottom line of it, starting from the bold, italic, underline, strike through, subscript, superscript, text effect, text highlight color, then font color. Now we have the remaining 4 things here. Now the 4 things that remain here, we have the font size. This is the font style. When you select, you want the size of your work to appear big, smaller, or whatsoever. This is where you go. You select what you want to increase the size of, then you come back here, then you select, you give it any number of your choice depending on what you want. You see, you get your practical as 24 font size, which is printable. When you print it, it's going to appear like this. It's very good, fantastic, and wonderful. Now the next thing here is also the increase font and decrease font. It's the same thing with this, but this one is here so that you just drag. You see, you increase. When you click on the decrease, you are decreasing the font size, and you see the numbers here is also changing. See the number here is changing. When I click here, the number changes to 26. I click to 28, it's decreasing. When I click here, I also decreasing it. So if you like, you use this one. If you like, you use this one. Microsoft Office Word is a very good, powerful tool designed by Microsoft Corporation in order to allow people carry out their word processing. A very simple step, and it's free. You can download it in Play Store. You can go to the Microsoft Store and also download all these things there. Now the next thing here is a font for change case. When we say case in computer, case implies what we call capital letter, small letter. This is what they call case here. So in computer we have many cases. When you click, you see we have sentence case. The word will start with capital letter, then finish with small letters. We have lower case, which everything is going to be typed in small letter. Then we have uppercase, which means capital letter in our own understanding. Then we have capitalize each word. Each word will start with capital letter, then end with small letter. Then we have toggle case, which it will start with small letter and then end with capital letter. So when I say change the case of your work to uppercase, I mean make it capital letter. When I say make it lowercase, I mean small letter. I hope you understand, and we are going to apply it. We'll see it in our practical sections. When I ask you to do your own, I will give you some instruction, then you do the work, and then you send it to our mail. So now this work here, when we select it, we want to make it uppercase. You just come to the case, you click on the case, then you select uppercase. You see, our MS Word practical class has turned to capital letter. Very simple like this. So this is how to increase and change the case of your work. Then the next thing here is clear all formatting, which is the last thing in our font group. So in our font group, this is the last thing. How to enjoy it, how to deal with it. It's very simple. When you click on the font group, when you click on the format painter, you are changing all the formatting. All the font color we are applying and everything, they are called formatting in Microsoft Office Word. In computer, they are called formatting in Microsoft Office Word. When you format your work, when they say format your work, change the style of the text or the font change the color, change this, you are formatting it. So this tool here, clear all formatting, allow you to clear them and restore to default at once. So let's try it. Let's click and see. Clear all formatting. Can you see? Everything is cleared. The color that you see is cleared. The bold is cleared. The only thing that remains is the text highlight color, which is here. You can also select the text highlight color, then come here, click on it, then you say no color. That's all. Our work has been restored back to its first position. That's all this is all about Microsoft, a font group in Microsoft Office Word 16. We are dealing with Home tab. Don't forget, this is Benjo International Communications, free digital skills. Then you are listening to. If there is anything you do not understand, check our other videos, then you will understand them, and then you will continue to carry them the way you want it. And then we believe and we strongly have confidence that you will work with computer yourself, edit your work, format it, and then print it without any headache when you follow this class to the end. Now the next thing is the paragraph group. The paragraph group allowed you to insert bullet into your work. Let's say now the list of the applications or apps that we will learn in this digital class. Then you press enter, come to the first thing here, and you want to list them, but you don't want to put number, you want to use bulletin. You just need to come here and click on create bullet list. Can you see all these are the bullets? You can use them to itemize your work. So now we click on this and we say let's say MS Word, let's say MS Excel, let's say MS PowerPoint, let's say Corel Draw, let's say we have Internet of Things, and let's say we have web design, and let's say these are the things we want to learn. So can you see now you have, when you insert the first bullet, you continue to press enter, the remaining bullet will go automatically without waste of time. Now you need to understand that when you apply automatic bulletin here, you are free to change them at any time and it will change automatically. So now let's click on it and then move to the next thing, which is numbering. Let's say you change your mind and you want to make this bulletin a number. So you just click on numbering here and then you select numbers of your choice. Simple. So let's say you change you don't want to use Arabic numbers here. Let's say you want to use Roman numbers. You just come back here to the Roman numbers, then you click. Let's say you change your mind again. You don't want to use Roman numbers. You want to use the alphabet. So you then come here, come to the alphabet and then select. It's very simple. So it's called numbering here. Now, in the case of multi-level numbering, is where you have, for instance, you have item A, under it you have sub item, under it you have another one. So this is where you use multi-level list. Can you see it? A, number 1A, then AI, then number 1A again. So this is how you just select it. Like A, like question 1, A, B, C. Under A, B, C we have Roman number. This is how to apply it here. It's very simple. So the next thing we are going to look at here, as I delete everything, the next thing we are going to look at is decrease indent and then increase indent. They are called indenting. Now in indenting, allow you to format your letter headed, allow you to format your work in Microsoft Office Word. Very simple without waste of time. Indenting allow you to type application letter, formal application letter, format your address, format the recipient address without stress. Let's say for instance we want to type a letter to a ministry. Let's say the addressor is Benjo International Communication. Now you see the international is having problem, that is spelling error. That is why red appeared there. It is very important that you learn this one. So when you see red lines, that means that is spelling error. So you need to just right click on it with your mouse, then you see the suggested spelling, then you just select. Very simple, without stress. So you come back here, you type enter, and then you say maybe if you like, you type Kalargu you say Kaltungo, Gombe State. So now, if it is a very fine address, we need to break it from this place because it's too long. Let's break Kaltungo here, and let's put the Kaltungo LGA here. Let's separate it with comma and Gombe State. Then we put our full stop. So now this is our address. We get our address here. Let's select them all and let's indent it. So now I want to indent this paragraph. I want to indent this address to give us what we want. In computer, Microsoft Office Word, to do this, you need to select everything like this. When you select everything, then you click on the indent here. You see that indentation? When you click, you see it's moving. So when we zoom out a little bit, we will see our work. Can you see it? So we have the address of the addresser. So we press enter again, then backspace. When you press enter and backspace, you are coming back here to the first line of your work. Then you type the other address. Let's say director So we are typing to director Benjo Computer Training College. Let's say Kaltungo. That's all. Can you see? Now our indentation here can also be increased. Let me zoom out again so that you see what we are doing. So we need to increase the indentation here to go to the extreme end of the right hand corner of this document. So you click on the indent again until you get the position you want. Then you come here and then press enter. So you see we have our address. Fantastic. So like I said earlier, when you see the line, check there is spelling error. Then you right click on it, then you select the right spelling and then click OK. Now when we come down here, we have our letter in a very simple step. Then you come here and type the application for what? Application to conduct, or let's say we want to partner with them. Application to partner with you, with your institution to conduct free digital training. That's all. You come to the institution, you right click, and then you make your correction as the case may be. It's very simple like this. So when dealing with Microsoft Office Word, there are things you should be mindful of, which are the spelling. Sometimes if you are not careful, you will not get it the right way, because some of times we make some mistakes. So now when you select the heading like this, you remember we learned how to change the case. You come here and make it capital if you like. We also learn how to make it underline, Control U. Then we also learn how to apply B, which is bold, to make it bold. That's all. Let's zoom out again so that you see how our document appears. Can you see it? Fantastic. We still need to work on this. Let's select this one and indent it again because the indentation is lacking to some extent. So let's indent it again to this level. So you see we have our address in a very simple step using indentation. That's all. This is all about indentation. So it's very good and it is very important and expedient that you see it this way. So now I press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z to come back to our work because I want to show you something here. Now the next thing, which let me zoom out so that you see this work clearly, is we are going to sort our work. This is called sorting. Sorting allows you to arrange something alphabetically from A to Z or from Z to A. So now I select everything here, then I click on the sorting. So I'll make it, I select text here and then I say ascending order. That is from A to Z. Then you just click OK. Can you see? Correct row become first, then everything follows. So if you want to make it from Z to A, that is from big to small, you need to come back to the sorting again, and then you select descending order. So you sort it. That's all. This is how to sort your work. When they say arrange something alphabetically in computer, you don't need to stress yourself by dragging them, copy and paste. No, just select the entire thing, come to the sorting, then you sort it out. It's very simple. Here is where we have our alignment. This is left alignment, this is center. You make your work to appear in the center of the document. Then this is right alignment. You align right, you make the first thing to go to the right. Then this is justification. When you select the entire paragraph and you click on justify, then the H here is justified and the H here is justified. That's all. And this is where you have your paragraph spacing. So when you say you don't want any paragraph after spacing, you remove it here. If you want to make your spacing 1.5, you click here. When you say 2.0, you click here. 1.15, 1.0. So these are the spacing we have. When somebody say make your work 2.5 spacing or 1.5, or double line is 2.0 or 1.5, you just click on it like this. Very simple. And this environment here is called shade. The shading. If you want to shade your work, you shade the entire environment, you color it, you click on the shade, then you select any shade of your choice. Can you see? So you shade your work. It's very simple also. Then another thing that we need to consider is our border. Sometimes you may need border to separate a paragraph. So it's called paragraph, it's called border. You will come here, you click on the border, then you select the border, and then you see this is the border, and this is the border up, this is the top border, bottom border. So now when we put bottom border to D, you see we have a line separating this document. You can also add another border, which is the top border, to it. So you see we have separated the environment completely. This one fits much with the heading. You can make your heading and then you border it first, you give it bottom border, and you give it top border. You get what you want. That's all. We are stopping here for now. We are going to continue. The remaining thing is styles and editing. We will handle it in the special video because I want to take my time to teach you these two places. They are very important. I hope you enjoy. Let me see you creating your own also, so that we come and do it, and then we are going to enjoy everything together. And then from there, you will learn your digital skills and you become computer expert. We have started. We have many videos. Check our other videos if there is anything you do not understand.